Ben's here again. I had a couple questions in the comments. A guy named Chris asked me if it was just that easy to put the tires onto the beadlock wheels, and it is. I feel it is. It's a little, time consuming. You gotta take your time and watch what you're doing, but I think anybody can do it. So my wife is getting ready to leave. I snagged her before she left, and she is going to do the tire install. I already broke it down for her, and she's gonna go ahead and do it. Hi, honey. This is Andrea. So we're gonna go ahead and get set up, and we have the tire and everything over here on the bench. And let me set up the camera, and we'll come back and we'll do an install. I'll be helping her out a little bit, but she's pretty much gonna do it. Okay, first things first. So I tried to explain a little bit to her when the camera was off, but right here you have this ring right here, and the bead of the tire right here goes down into that ring after the tire's on, and that's what gets sandwiched with the ring. So I think she understands that concept, and she's going to attempt to do it. So first thing first, this is wrapped with wheel weights, so I do have my wheel weights on her, so you're going to have to pull the tire a little bit more to get the wheel weights over the tire over the wheel weights. So I did take one of the foams out. One of the foams ripped, so I'm going to just run the one foam in here and see how it does. So see how easy that was? She already put the tire on the wheel. So here's a little trick. Grab yourself a little spray can. You can put the wheel on there and kind of push the tire down and try to get the bead set into the little groove where it's supposed to be. I'm gonna help her out a little bit here just because she's awesome and she needs to help. So kinda, can you push down on the tire?
On the actual tire?
Yeah, like that.
So expose this ring?
Yeah. So let me see here. We're gonna try to get this ring in like this. It's kind of hard to hold, but you put the bead of the rim down into the ring. There. Look out in front of it. Okay, see how it kind of stays in there once you get it set. Kind of push it down. Now she's ready to put the beadlock ring on. She's just going to line up the holes as she puts it on, and it doesn't have to be tight right now. We're just trying to get it lined up. She has her screwdriver and an Allen head. Since she's wearing her gloves, I'm going to go ahead and help her out and get this started. So one is going in. So how easy is this? So you can tell all the people.
It's super easy. Do you prefer?
Now when you do these rings, you want to try to do, it's just like lugs on a car. Start with one and then to go to the opposite hole, and just keep doing that in like a star pattern. And we don't want to tighten them up all the way right now. We want to just get them all down snug, and then we will tighten them up when everything's completed.
Here, guys.
So is there any confusion on putting these tires on the rims?
No, just the part of getting the tire.
The bead down into the groove?
Groove, yeah. Maybe a little screwdriver or something to help hold one end while you get the other one.
Okay. So she's coming to the opposite hole on the other side. It's sometimes on the next hole it's only going to be a skip one, and over here, but it's far enough away and you already have enough down that it's not an issue. Okay. Like I said, you don't want to go too tight with these right now. You want to get them all snug. You don't want to over tighten them. Just want to make sure that bead's all lined up before you go all the way home with it. And watch how much you're pulling on this when you're getting ready to do this, because sometimes you can start to pull the bead out before you have it set. And you can look down in there between the ring down in there and the wheel and make sure that you see the bead down in there. So I'm just going to let her finish tightening her nose up. She pretty much has it. She has never worked on an RC car before, which is great because it's a perfect example just to show you how easy it is to do these. The G-Made wheels and tires, or the G-Made wheels, are just a little bit more difficult. I would say have experience doing some kind of wheels and tires before you do the G-Mades. But
you have to tighten these down a little bit.
yeah, good. That one needs to be tightened. This one's too tight.
Is it separated?
Yeah, good. Okay, so now what I'm going to tell her to do is, what you want to do is watch this gap between the wheel and the lock ring. When that gap is sealed, your bead lock is in place. So I kind of hold the tire in my hand when I do that. That way I can watch the gap as I go, as I'm tightening it down. Like the gap right here is almost closed, so that's almost set already. So you can just start from this one and go from here and just work your way around the wheel now. Shouldn't be an issue. So let's tell Andrea how much we like seeing her on video. If you want to see her in more videos, you gotta let her know. Put it in the comments. She'll read the comments.
Feels really tight now.
I personally like to have her in the videos. So watch your gap down there. Once you see your gap close, see the gap, it's closed up, you're pretty much set. Move on to the next one. Don't over tighten these, they're just plastic. So you can strip it out. But once you feel it gets snug, it's pretty much good. It doesn't take a lot.
Looks good.
So I'm just going to check them. Just going to check them. Tight. Tight. She did very good, everybody. Alright, so on to the back. And we're going to let her do this on her own. No assistance from me. And then when you get it like that, kind of, if you hold down on just a little bit, it'll kind of stay in there. So once you get it, kind of hold down. We have reached 1,000 subscribers. Can everybody believe that? Isn't that just crazy? Okay, I might have to help her just a little bit. Where's the other ring? Okay, I'm just gonna put the ring on for her. Okay. Let me see. Okay, she was having a little bit of difficulty. I'm gonna help her. She's my wife, I love her. Okay.
You have way bigger thumbs.
So there you have it. So it's in the groove. And what I do, I kind of hold down. If you hold down on the sidewall a little bit, It makes it, and this is also another time that you want to set your air pressure, I guess, because these tires will hold air to an extent. So I'm gonna get that set. I'm gonna let her put the ring down on top of it, and then she can tighten up the screws, and I'll just kind of hold the tire for her. Yeah, so 1,000 subscribers. Thank you everyone for watching all my videos, subscribing, commenting, doing everything you do. We appreciate it. She reads the comments. She watches all my videos. She supports my channel also. She's just been a secret supporter up to this point. But we're going to do a giveaway. It's going to be something cool, something nice. Not that my other giveaways haven't been, but I just feel 1,000 subscribers needs to be something that everybody can really look forward to. Is it not lining up? You see? Okay, so sometimes the holes don't line up. I was holding the beadlock ring down and I wasn't allowing it to move, so it was off just a little bit just to get that second screw started. You can go ahead and take this one down just a little snug. Good. Okay. All right, so I held the beadlock ring down, applied pressure to it, and locked the bead in place. And that allowed her to take the second screw all the way snug, so the beadlock is pretty much set in place right now. So let me know in the comments if you thought this was an easy install, or if you still think it's hard. And real quick, while she's doing that, Chris also asked me about my BEC. I have a Castle Creations BEC, 10 amp output, 6S max input, 4.9 to 9 volts electrical output, 11 grams. I just got that at my local hobby shop. So that is what I'm running. Sorry to cut your video out there, honey.
Oh, it's pretty much the same thing.
So these are the Pitbull Rock Beast tires going on the axial beadlock rims. They're the silver, they're plastic. I kind of wanted to get them for, you know, like water runs and all that, so I didn't get my metal ones in the water all the time. They seem to do pretty good. I feel like they're an easy install compared to the other ones. It's a nice day out. I'll try to do this video before it gets too hot in the garage. She is almost done. Now she's just going to check her gap between the rim and the beadlock ring and make sure that the gap is sealed up. Good. Let's do all the rest of them like that. Okay. So she's got that all installed. It is all set. The ring is all down. So there you go. There's your axial beadlock wheels with Pitbull Rock Beast tires installed. I mean, I'm a noob, so everybody knows that. So that should have been a good enough video in the beginning, but she definitely doesn't have any experience with all this, so I think it might be good without that foam in there. We'll see. I might have to get a little bit more air into it. I'm not sure. Might have to put the foam back in. I don't know. So, all right, well, there's your install. Thank you, honey, for doing the install. We appreciate it on our channel. So, like I said, let her know in the comments if you like her in the video, and we'll get her in some more videos. All right. So, I grabbed another person with no RC experience, Andrew.
How's it going?
He's going to go ahead and do the install of the rim and the tire, or the tire onto the rim. He doesn't have any RC experience. He will. He's the one that I bought the Emax for. He's freaking out about the spider over here. Live another day, spider. We swooped him onto the floor. He's down here. So he's okay. We're just going to probably step on him at some point. Alright, so I kind of explained to him and just gave him a general idea. You think you understand pretty good?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll see. I'm going to go ahead and get the camera set up and we'll be ready. Alright, we got the camera set up. He's ready to go. I know he's so excited to do this. So, just remember, first thing you want to do is put the rim inside to the tire. Perfect. Perfect. So just another example of somebody else that doesn't have experience trying to get this installed. So now it's just going to try to, the best thing to do is maybe to put the rim onto the can. Slide. What I was trying to tell him to do was to try to slide this bottom tire bead onto this can because it kind of holds the tire down. And then he can try to get the tire bead into the ring and get it set, and then put the rim or the lock ring on.
It's a lot harder than it looks, but it's all good.
So now if you kind of pull that bottom bead up a little bit, it'll straighten that lip out so you can kind of tuck it down in there.
Okay, I'm trying to tuck this into this.
Yep. Exactly.
Okay, hold on.
So like once you get it poured in, yeah. See how easy that was? Boom, it's in
all
there.
tucked so far.
You can leave it there. Let me get a close up of this real quick. So there, it's all in there. It's not in tight or nothing like that, but it took him a second, but he got it. No help from me. I'll try to keep this a rolling video from here on out. That way people don't think I'm editing out parts and helping them and doing whatever. So all he did right there is line the lock ring up. He tried to line it up as close as he could with the holes. And now he's going to put a screw in. You're doing good, Drew.
Thank you.
So he does have the Emax. He's run it a couple times, but nothing to where anything is broken on it. So, as I said, he doesn't have any experience yet fixing an RC. We'll maybe get him the brushless upgrade for the Emax, and then, as we all know, he will have experience fixing it. Getting that second screw in. So now what you can do is put your fingers on opposing parts of the ring, the lock ring, push down on it, and then tighten these two up all the way. And that'll keep that thing locked into place for you. And then you can finish off all the rest of the screws without worrying about it coming out. And it doesn't have to be crazy tight, just snug. Remember, you are going into plastic here, so you don't want to go too tight because you will strip out the threads in the plastic. So now at this point, the ring's pretty much locked into place. He's pretty much good to go. You can take it off the can and just put the rest of the screws in and tighten them down. Backside will be a little bit different, but he's doing good. He's doing good. I'm proud of him. What do you think, Drew? Is it hard?
Oh, no, it's not too bad. It's actually pretty fun.
Pretty fun. You heard it right here. So it's nice getting some more people on my videos. Andrew's always been ready to go on my videos or the channel. He's one of my #1 supporters. He's driven me to do these videos. He's driven me to do giveaways. He's my motivator behind the scenes. He does a good job at it. Maybe one day he'll have a YouTube channel.
We shall see.
I hope the fan's not too loud, but it is a super beautiful day out today, and it is super hot in here. And I can see a little bit of sweat on Andrew, so we're going to try to cool it down a little bit with the fan in the background.
Thank you.
It's not going to do much, as we know, but it'll at least move the air. It'll move the hot air around us. Almost done with this last screw here, and the first side will be on. So in the comments, we can look for some comments on if you'd like to have Andrew in the videos or not. Okay, looks good. And all you want to check is between that black ring and the silver rim, and make sure it's all sealed down and there's no gaps. This
Okay.
screw right here, might be a little bit of gap there. It might need to be
seeing
tightened
some
down.
gap. I'm just gonna check all of those real fast and safe. Alright, we're looking good.
Okay, we're good. Good to go. He's got the first side in. So the second side is going to be just like the first side, but it's just going to be a little bit harder because you can't push that bottom bead down onto the can to hold it. You kind of have to have big spider hands
Which I definitely do.
to hold it. And he does. He plays guitar, so he's got some nice long fingers to hold that down. So once you get it started, hold your thumb or whatever right there and just kind of work it to the rest of the way around.
Hold on.
Everybody needs to come up with their own form on doing this. Everybody's hands are different. I get it held down in one spot, and then I kind of have my fingers around the whole bead to try to hold it down. So it's just it's just like he's doing now. He's trying to figure out what's the best way for his hands to hold it down. Not everybody's going to do it the same. We're all unique in our own way. But as you can see, he's pretty much got it.
Okay. We're pretty solid. Oh, hold on. Come on. Okay. We're
Got
on
it?
there, yeah.
Okay, I'll try to figure out a way to just hold it down with one hand. So you can put that ring on. See if I can get a shot of this. There he is putting the ring on, trying to line up the holes as best as possible. The ring can be moved around a little bit after it's on.
Okay, we're all lined up.
Okay, you can put in this first screw and we're pretty much done. So there you have it, Chris. It's pretty easy. You might have to look down there a little bit just to give it a little push as you do that first thread. There you go. Sorry about the camera. Just trying to get some close-ups for you. Get it set back up here.
Yeah, honestly, it is pretty easy. It does take a little bit of patience at certain points, especially holding that down on the second side. But other than that, it's not bad at all.
Cool. There you have it. Straight from Andrew. Like I said, there are other rims that are a little bit trickier to do, but they're all pretty much the same. These might actually be, just because of the way that ring is and all that, it might be a little bit more difficult in a sense than other ones. But you know, like the G-Maids, as I was pointing out earlier when my wife was doing it. But I think there's easier and harder spots depending on which ones you're using, no matter what. So there you go, he's got it. Even though with the Emax he won't really be using any kind of beadlock wheels. Maybe eventually, I don't know, but pretty much use glue tires at that point. Thank you so much for contributing to my rock crawling life.
Oh yeah, no problem.
I appreciate removing foam. So we did take out this first stage foam out of here. It's the more firm foam of the tire, but I think it'll be alright. We're gonna try it out and see how it does.
Oh no, I was just talking about getting my hand out of the way.
Oh, it's okay. We don't mind.
Well,
It's a ratchet. You kind of
just
push
pull
out on this little back piece. You kind of have to wiggle it and turn this as you push out on here.
push out on here?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
And then wiggle this and kind of turn it as you try to. It'll kind of fit in. You have to hold out on there. There
we go.
Perfect.
Oh, hold on. So it just kind of just stays in there freely?
Yeah. You can pull it out at any point. That's why it slid out on you. But you can't push it in without moving the black piece.
Learned a couple things today.
There you go. It's a learning experience.
Alright, now I'm just going to check for any gaps.
He's checking the screws and he's checking the black ring on the rim to make sure there's no gaps. Everything looks good.
Yep, solid.
Alright, well there you have it. Another wheel mounted up. I tried to get my other son out here, but he is not interested in doing a video. He's not really interested in RCs. It's okay, no big deal. But there you have it. 2 beadlock wheels mounted up by amateurs. And Andrew won't be an amateur for long, so. Well, thanks, Andrew.
Yeah, thanks for having me on the channel.
Yeah, we look forward to having you on the channel again, buddy.
Sounds good.
It's my man here. Thanks, everybody, for watching. I'm going to end the video on that note. Like, share, and subscribe. And like I said, we're at 1,000 viewers, so we're going to do another giveaway here very soon. So, Ben.